Hi, welcome to Math Factor. Today, we will be focusing on solving exponential inequalities. Let us have first the properties of exponential inequalities. For our first property, for any real numbers x and b where b is greater than 0 and not equal to 1, if b is greater than 1, then the exponential function y equal to b raised to x is increasing for all values of x. This means that if you have your b raised to x greater than b raised to y, if and only if x is greater than y. So ano ba ibig sabihin nito? If the base b ay malaki or greater than 1, yung inequality symbol natin stays the same. On the other hand, for our second property, if the base is greater than 0 but less than 1, meaning from 0 to 1 yung range niya, then the exponential function y equal to b raised to x is decreasing for all values of x. This means that b raised to x greater than b raised to y if and only if x is less than y. So what have you noticed in this case or in this property? If the base is greater than 0 but less than 1, pagitan ng 0 and 1, yung inequality symbol natin, yung direction nito reverses or will reverse when applying the logarithms or exponentations. So to understand this clearly, let us have our first example. Solve the inequality 2 raised to x greater than 8. So let me just write 2 raised to x is greater than 8. So same pa rin sa exponential equation na dapat we have same bases. So we will be writing this 8 as an exponential form of the base 2. And then raise it to 3. Because 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8. Now, we're going to apply yung ating one-to-one property. If we have same bases, we can now say that x is greater than 3. So, sa interval notation natin, since x is greater than 3, we can have this 3 up to positive infinity. And we are using this open parenthesis kasi wala naman tayong equal sign dito sa ating inequality symbol. Right? So, ibig sabihin, yung greater than 3, na 4, 5, 6, and so on, kapag change nyo dito, true yung magiging statement. Let us have the second example. We have here 5 raised to x plus 1 is less than 125. So, we're gonna write this 125 as an exponential form of the base 5 with the power of 3, right? So because 5 times 5 is 25 times 5, we have 125. So after that, we're going to apply the one-to-one property. We have now the same bases. We can now use the exponents. X plus 1 is less than 3. Then solve for x. You have your x is less than 3. Let us move this positive 1. Will become minus 1 in this side. So we have here x is less than 2. So if we're going to write it into interval notation, x is less than 2. Mababa daw sa 2. So from 2 up to negative infinity. So, ibig sabihin, we will be using 1, 0, negative 1, and so on, decreasing. Let us have the third example. You have here 1/3 raised to x is greater than or equal to 1 over 27. So, let us have this 1 over 27 as an exponential form of 1/3 with the power of 3. Because 1/3 times 1/3 is 1 over 9. Multiplying again with 1/3, we have here 1 over 27. Next is to apply one-to-one property. Since we have here same bases, we have x is greater than or equal to 3. But kung mapapansin natin, meron tayong property before, yung second property natin, if the base is 0, is greater than 0 but less than 1, we're going to reverse the inequality symbol. So, in this case, since yung 1/3 natin ay nasa pagitan ng 0 and 1, we will be reversing this inequality symbol into less than or equal to 3. So, this would be our final answer. So, if we're going to write it into interval notation, we have here, sabi x ay mababa or equal to 3. So, including yung 3 natin, so we will be having this close bracket. So, including 3 up to negative infinity. Next, 4 raised to x minus 2 is greater than or equal to 64. So, again, we will be rewriting this 64 with the base of 4. So, we have 4 times 4 is 16. Multiply by 4. Magbibigay pa to ng 64 as the product. Yes. Okay? So, we have 4 raised to 3 for this. So, let me just copy or apply the one-to-one property since we have the same bases. We have x minus 2 is greater than or equal to 3. And since yung ating namang base ay greater than 1, no need for us to flip or reverse the inequality symbol, kagaya ng first two examples natin. So, we have here 3 plus 2. X is greater than or equal to 5. So, into symbol, 5 up to, so 5 is included. That's why we will be having this closed bracket. Then, right up to positive infinity. Okay. So, for our last example, the fifth one, right, so we have your 5 raised to 3 minus 2x is greater than or equal to 1 over 625. Let us express this 1 over 625 with a base of 5. We have 5 times 5 is 25 times 5. We have 125. Multiply again by 5. We have 625. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me just rewrite it first as this. 1 over 5 raised to 4. So, kung nare-recall nyo yung ating negative power rule, yung 1 over a raised to n, this is equivalent to a raised to negative n. So, let us apply this rule or law of exponent. So, this would become 5 raised to negative 4. And since we have now the same bases, apply natin yung one-to-one property. We have 3 minus 2x is greater than or equal to negative 4. Next, we have negative 2x is greater than or equal to negative 4. Then, positive 3, it will become negative 3. Let us simplify. We have negative 7. Now, take note of this. We flip inequality sign when we are multiplying or dividing both sides by a negative to make the inequality true. Kaya in this case, since meron tayo ditong ipang-divide na negative 2 sa ating both sides, okay, we will be flipping the inequality symbol. Right? Again ha, if we are multiplying or dividing both sides by a negative, just like here, negative yung pinang-divide natin, we're going to flip the inequality symbol to make the inequality through. Bakit ba ito naging positive 7 over 2 kasi we have here negative divided by negative is positive. Okay, so we have here x is less than or equal to 7 over 2. So let us rewrite this into symbol or interval notation. So mababa daw sa 7 over 2. So we have here 7 over 2 included yon since we have this equal sign up to negative infinity. Okay, so that's all for today's discussion. So just before we end this video, I have prepared here practice exercises. You're going to solve the following exponential inequalities. You may pause this video to solve the following given, then resume to check if you got those right. Alright, so here are the answers. Great job if you got those right. If not, no worries, just keep practicing. Remember, practice makes perfect. So keep practicing and keep working on those exponential inequalities. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on our next episode. Bye!